Okay, could you start by telling everyone your name, your age, and where you're from?
So I'm Alyssa from New Jersey in the States, and I'm 16 years old.
And you've been here for over 3 weeks now, so you're on our 4-week programme. How have you found it? What are your general impressions of the course and Oxford in general?
Well, it's not what I expected in a good way, because my school was it's a big school, so when you're in the classes, it's a lot smaller and it feels more relaxed, especially since the people who are in those classes want to learn the material that the tutors are giving. I like it.
What about being in Oxford? Is this your first time in Oxford?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how have you found it?
It's really good because I live in a very suburban area, so it's really not too social. But I go to New York and it's a little too social, so Oxford is sort of in between for me, at least.
What classes have you been taking on the last fortnight and then on this fortnight?
The last fortnight I was doing neurology and, can't remember. It was neurology and, wait a minute.
What was your elective?
That one was Profile Your Personality.
Okay.
Oh, and short stories was my minor.
Great. And these 2 weeks?
These 2 weeks I'm taking psychology, critical thinking, and debate.
Okay, so that's quite a diverse range. What made you choose those courses?
Well, neurology and psychology, they talk about the brain both biologically and in terms of how it works and then how the mind works. And I was really interested in that. And then I was also interested in stories, or short stories, and then for critical thinking, it's a new perspective on looking on things.
Okay, so would it be fair to say you're trying some new stuff? Have you done any psychology back at home? No, so you're pushing yourself in that direction. Yeah. Profile Your Personality is a new elective that we're running this year. Can you maybe explain a little bit about what that involved?
Well, as it says on the website, it's mostly quizzes and stuff like that, but it's also, we elaborate how the quizzes would say about our personality and how we would feel about what the test would say and what we thought was true or something that we didn't realize was true or something like that. It was really relaxing, but at the same time it was sort of challenging because you have to really think about how you are, but not at the same time not how you want to be.
Okay. So how would a normal session run? So these electives are 3 hours. You have 5 3-hour sessions. So how would that kind of work?
Well, we would do about 1 quiz an hour, but usually it would take probably 10 minutes to do a quiz, and then we would see our results and we would share amongst the other students, and we do that for different types of profiling testing. So there was graphology, and then there was the Myers-Briggs test and stuff like that.
And what about it do you think was beneficial?
It was beneficial to see how I was perceived in terms of how other people who have done this professionally would see me. So then I could get a different perspective on how people would see me. Yeah.
So you've been learning a lot?
Yeah.
Have you been having any fun?
Definitely.
What kind of things have we been doing that fall under fun?
Well, we've had a lot of excursions, so for these 2 weeks we've been out more towards the park, which is really interesting because you can just go outside and relax. And there's definitely a lot of theater trips, both in the last 2 weeks and these 2 weeks. And it's really nice because I don't really get to see theater, especially Shakespeare theater.
Yeah.
I don't see that very often, so it's very nice to see interpretation of it.
Have you had an activity that's been particularly enjoyable that you'd maybe say was your favourite?
Not really. I mean, they all seem very different to me. So there's not really an easy way to pick just one that was really nice.
Yeah. What has the experience been like living in St Edmund Hall, one of the oldest colleges in Oxford?
It's what I sort of expected with the sharing of rooms. You know, sometimes you don't have to share, but I'm sharing a room at least, and with the environment of having other kids from different programs as well, and there's always the stairs.
There's a lot of stairs, we keep you fit. What about being in Oxford generally? Have you had a chance to explore the city very much?
Definitely the cafes
Yeah.
that are around here. It's really nice because usually I would go to a restaurant, and when you go to a cafe, it's more on pastries first of all. There's the food here is different from America. For example, hot chocolate actually tastes like it's chocolate as compared to America, where it tastes like powdered chocolate.
So you're getting a taste of all
Yeah.
kinds of British culture.
Yeah.
With regard to maybe thinking about university applications, I know that's a couple of years away. Has there been anything on this course that's maybe made you stop and think about potentially applying to university in the UK?
A little bit. I mean, one of my main reasons for coming to the Oxford Summer Academy was that I wanted to try to study abroad at some point. So this was a good experience. And then there was also the seminars for applying to British universities, so you can get a better insight on how the application works.
And as well as that, sort of those more formal structural things, you're also surrounded at all times by the ENTS team, who are UK undergraduates from top universities. What's that been like?
Well, it's really nice because the ENTS people, actually everyone, they're really relatable and really easy to talk to, and they're very, how do I put it? They're very easy to talk to, and they're just really friendly, and I really like that because I don't really put myself out there too much, and sometimes the ENTS team doesn't either, but it's really nice because once you figure out that bonding, then it's really good to just be in the company.
Yeah, it's probably the most relaxed sort of dynamic that we foster. Is there one thing in particular maybe that you will always remember about your time here, or something that's really stood out as something that you were maybe surprised by or you didn't think would happen?
Probably the social experience most of all, because of the huge diversity that we have with everyone from different countries, around Europe especially, and I don't really experience that as well, so it's nice to have that diversity.
Mm-hmm. So it's all been quite positive by the sounds of things. Would you recommend the course to a friend?
Definitely, yeah.
And if you had to sum the course up in 3 words?
Exciting, different, and experience.
All good words. Thank you very much, Alyssa.
Thank you.